What's up, gamers? Farls here, and we're going to talk about the read option in Madden 19. Should you call it? Should you not call it? What are our options when it comes to the read option in calling plays? So first thing you can do is if you want to know if your playbook has a read option, you go to Concept, and you then go over to Option, and you'll see if they have a read option. So pretty easy way to find it. I like to go in practice mode, do random read option, and see if it's worth calling. So then what? Well, you want to look at the R above the defender. You can see right there, he has the read key over him. That means we want to watch Jordan at the snap of the ball. If he breaks down, we keep it with the quarterback. If he stands up, we hand it off. Very simple, pretty easy. I will say it happens pretty fast, so you got to kind of get good at it, and you definitely want to practice. Here you can see he breaks down. We take it off the edge, and we pick up about a 10-yard gain or so. Not too bad. So is that more often than not or less often than not? Well, here you can see he breaks down, and we try and take it off the edge. We don't quite get out of the backfield, but we still pick up a couple. These are different options. We're going to break it down. Now, this is a different style of option where Kelsey's going to go out. Still, though, he breaks down, but we end up getting tackled for a loss. Made the correct read. Next up, Jordan one more time. And that is what happens quite a bit, I find, with the read option. The guy breaks down the defender, but by the time the handoff and the exchange gets going, even if you want to keep it because it's the right move, you end up taking a hit and losing yards out of the backfield. So for that reason, that doesn't happen quite enough. You get the other option that happens quite a bit, and you take your hits. Now, the defense can easily defend the read option. All they have to do is either in their coaching adjustments, so in the play call menu, you press B to get all the way back. Coaching adjustments, play read option conservative or aggressive. You can switch it, and then you at least know the behavior your guy's going to do every time. But if you forget or you think they're going to do something, hold down the left trigger on defense and then play the option, play the quarterback, stand up, or crash to the halfback, crash. So here we play the quarterback. So we should have to hand it off here. You can see he stands up and we hand it off. He still beats it down. So you have to do that each time you come out of the huddle. Now he broke down there and we still handed it off. That is the one thing you can do with the read option. You can pretty much still hand it off every time. It's not like they're gonna get you in the backfield. They're gonna chase you, but for the most part you can escape. But at that point I don't understand why you wouldn't just run an inside zone or something of that, because it lets the defender go free either way. In overall, the read option, I don't think it's better than any other run. I don't really think running with the quarterback's all that fantastic, because you don't have as many moves. You don't want to take a hit. Right there, we actually kept it with the quarterback, but we did a bad job getting out of the backfield. So that's kind of the other thing. He got free there, but we handed it off. But we would have gotten that same separation. That's generally what I'm saying, is even though they break down, they don't necessarily hit you in the backfield for a loss, but they definitely chase you, and they don't let you cut back, and they make you go through a certain lane on the defense. So those are the things you can do with the read option. That's how you run it. That's how the defense can stop it. That's why I don't personally call it in this year's game, because ultimately when they still break down, but you keep it and you make the actual correct read and you still get tackled by the guy who's breaking down, that then to me makes it not a valuable run. So I pass on the read option, and I keep it out of my arsenal. And if I'm in a play, I just would simply go with an inside zone split with no option to keep it from the quarterback, and I would just kind of run it like that. Now, could that change, Farls? Could this be later in the year and you have Michael Vick and you want to scramble, or you find one read option where it's got a tight end on the line, so the guy coming in is wider and then your quarterback can go? Or what if you get the read key and the read key then becomes this defender and he's out wider and he's got to take a weirder angle and then you can actually do it? Yes, there are certain scenarios where I could see myself running the read option more and more, but when it is indeed that edge defender, I'm going to pass on it. So that's who it's generally going to be on the defense. And if you're playing defense, you should make it that guy, because it helps limit the read option's effectiveness. So that is my thoughts on the read option. That's a real question from the YouTube comments that I broke down because you guys left comments and you guys have been leaving great ones. Been watching the videos, liking the format. We're going through playbooks. We're answering your questions. Until next time, ZFarls remind you to lock up, stay hungry.